But then there's a flip side of it. By people being able to see everything what's going on, do you know who's monitoring it? Do you know what kind of information they're collecting on you? They may be able to collect your personal information in terms of what you're doing, how you're going about doing it. They're able to see your car number and stuff like that. They may be able to trace your activities on a daily basis. You know, what time you go to the bank, what time you leave the house, because you pass through certain city cameras at certain times every single day. It creates a map and it creates a framework of how you live your life. Do we know who has access to this information? Do we know what they're using it for? I mean, some people it's obviously under the disguise of national security. The national security say, well, we have to watch you. But I'm always a fan of George Orwell's
Big Brother.
1984 and the Big Brother watching you.
Yeah, there are many who argue that I'm not doing anything wrong because I'm not doing anything wrong. It's not an issue. Listen, as we said earlier, when the door is cracked open, try to figure out where it's going to end up.
Exactly.
Because once the door...
so that's why I say you need to have the idea of privacy by design. Obviously, yes, we have CC cameras, but the imagery is now encrypted or hazed. So the person can probably see your car passing, but they're not seeing exactly you or picture of you. Obviously, if somebody carjacked, murder take place or whatever, then the technology is there that somebody will go in, enter the proper key who has the authorization, maybe a senior commander or somebody, to be able to pull out that particular incident, pull it out, separate it, and decrypt it. So now you have a full picture of what went on and be able to go and do your proper investigation while still on the full scale, maintaining someone's personal information and personal privacy.
I've said this to you, I've said it to Derek Murray, I've said it to anyone in like organizations like yours. It is absolutely necessary to have you here. So organizations like yours are very, very helpful, as you have been to us and with us before now and this morning. Rishi Maharaj, CEO of Disclosure Today, in concluding and thanking you for taking the time to be with us. Remind our listeners how they can get involved with the organization for those who may have missed it the first time, please.
Right, so you can check our website at www.disclosure.today, or you can email me, Rishi, RISHI, at disclosure.today, or info@disclosure.today to get in contact with us, to join up, be a member of Disclosure Today. It's free. We give you free pro bono legal advice and representation if you have to go to court on issues relating to making freedom of information requests to public authorities. And we're also coming out with some new things on the market right now to enlist volunteers to assist us with. For example, Manifesto Watch, to be able to monitor what government is doing and are they maintaining their promises that they promised us on the campaign trail. And also the whole idea of looking out very soon for FY training sessions we're going to be having on freedom of information, transparency, and good governance, and all these different issues out there.
Now, folks can get in touch with your site. They can also use the technology that's available to put recorded messages to you, MP3s and stuff like that. And if they have videos of things they have seen, they want to send them.
Obviously. I mean, you can email us. We have a YouTube channel and everything like that. So we're fully engaged in the social networking site to be able to people to engage with us to be able to do these things.
There's one question that will be asked of you, as is asked of just about anybody else. How am I sure that my information is confidential? The information I supply you with.
Right. So, for example, on our platform at Disclosure.today, the platform was developed with us through some assistance from experts in Portugal. It's based on the Alvatelli platform the UK has, and we have one of the reasons why we never really fully implemented the platform. We wanted to many months ago, and we had to push it back, was the whole idea of proper encryption.
Yes.
Having proper encryption technology. So we have a full encryption, I think 128 byte encryption on the site to be able to try to maintain people's privacy. Let me
make that really important to our listeners, because it is not so much if you have confidence in the organization. You may have that, but there may be folks with other intentions who will then go and hack that system. And if they hack that system, no matter how structured the organization is, the information gets into the wrong hands.
Exactly.
And that's why the encryption is important.
Exactly. That's why I mean, every day now, everything is being done online now. We're hearing every day of people being hacked, banks being hacked, governments being hacked and everything like that. So having proper encryption in place and having proper systems and processes in place to be able to ensure whatever you do maintains public confidence is very important.
Parting shot. I did say I had two, so I've got just a minute and a half with this one. The Integrity Commission. Do you feel, in fact, there is going to be a remake of that? Do you see the need for a remake of that? Or do you think with tighter guidelines and or monitoring that they will come to fulfill the original intent of an Integrity Commission that the public has confidence in the integrity of?
Quickly, I believe that the Integrity Commission Act, the Integrity Commission one is good. Legislation is good, but I think it needs to be amended and strengthened and given more teeth. to be able to do their job properly, allow them to implement independently of having to rely on other agencies to assist them in doing their job.
The DPP, you mentioned the question of funding, which is a reality. Funding is necessary for them to carry out their jobs like it is for anybody else. You think that the statements made recently, and I believe the Prime Minister was part of that statement, my recall is very well, that emphasis is going to be put on the DPP having the resources to carry out their function.
Well, again, all government so far to me seems to be making the right statements. It's just now to be able to monitor and ensure that they really comply with and do exactly what they said that they wanted to do.
As always, Richie, thank you so much for taking the time to be with us.
No problem.
Listeners, thank you so much for joining us inside Brunch this morning. Again, my apologies on behalf of Rondell Fields, co-founder of the Single Fathers Association of Trinidad and Tobago, having an emergency and unable to make it this morning. But I do want to thank Rishi Maharaj, CEO of Disclosure Today, as I also thank the Honorable Minister of Agriculture, Lands and Fisheries, Clarence Rambrat, for taking the time to be with us. I thank you so much for being with us. Richie, have yourself a great week.
You too. And to your
listeners, you are invited to join me Monday through Friday at 6 a.m. for the morning show right here on 107.7. Thank you so much and have yourself a wonderful day.